And here they are.
The Brick Twins! So welcome everyone back to the Brick Twins, and today we're in an odd location working on our second campground update. We don't have a lot of room out there in the Lego room, so we're doing it out here on our dining room table today. So as we see in one of our past campground updates, our fourth one that we did, we built the fourth MILS plate, which is this right here with the road going through the middle. Then we also have this nice tree area where you can like community campfire smoking if you want to do it with friends instead at your campsite. We also built 3 new MILS plates. We have 2 cores. We ran out of the brown plates, so I have to get some more of that. But we have a core here and also a core up here. So it's going to be our fourth campground update.
So yeah, we have 4 different base plates. We were going to do 6, but that's like a lot of pieces, and we're going to have enough room just with 4. So.
Yeah, we're going to be able to add a lot of campsites in here, but the main thing we're going to be working on today, we're going to be building our lodge today. We've already got a base with it. Then we'll be using the palisade bricks. So we have the nougat palisade bricks and then the dark tan, doing like a pattern.
The only issue is that like we need the 1x bricks. We didn't get any of those. When our fourth issue, we just kind of put that there, which doesn't look too bad. And for the window, we're just going to use like the 1x2 clear bricks to build up our own custom window.
Yeah, it'll look a lot better and professional, in my opinion. As we see, we have our check-in desk, as you can see right here. We have the bricks that we already put down, and we put some brown plate, and then we couldn't find a 1x4 plate. We used this. It's probably going to be where our cash register is. Area back here for where the people can stand, check you in.
I'm thinking maybe for a door, we can use something like this.
It's a really good piece, so we can finally use. Probably inset it by a stud. That'd probably look even better.
Yeah, and put like a tile.
Yeah, I know over here is going to be a seating area, like relaxation. And I'm thinking right here, either in the seating area against the wall here, or right when you walk in, we can build a small fireplace, like a stone one.
We really want to make this feel like a lodge, like Wilderness Lodge at Walt Disney World, where it's like, maybe we don't have like the same wood color. But
we're not going to have a hotel.
Yeah, we want to have like a fireplace and some comfy couches just to really make it seem like a cozy lodge.
Yeah, because it's not going to have any rooms or anything. It's going to be a nice cozy space to relax. And then we also did a few changes with this, where we just made 2 studs in front of it so we can make some like little sidewalk.
Originally, when we did our fourth campground update, which you can check out right here on the channel, we built this fourth MILS plate right here, and we built a little campfire section. But actually, the road was inset by 2 plates, so we fixed that because it looks a lot better when it's just on top. And especially with these core ones right here, we'll get like wedge plates to make out the core. So if you want to check out that video where we make this and the campfire, you can check that one out as well.
See, I guess this video will mainly be working on this MILS plate that we built earlier in the year, or maybe last year. I don't know when we built it now. But yeah, we're going to be working on this front MILS plate. This is a straight with the camp area, and you have the lodge check-in center area. And then right here we have like a little booth. It's like a little gate that lets you in, like in Sonic Land with the shadow. It's kind of almost going to be what it's like, a toll booth. So yeah, let's get started by working on the lodge. Basically, how we're going to build it is by interlocking it. The only issue is that we don't have the 1x1 brick, as we were saying. So we're going to have to use the 1x2 brick and like use 2 of them to make like an angle. But we actually got some of it built up so far. As you see, we have a diagonal pattern. So it's the nougat and the dark tan with like a diagonal pattern. The windows are going to be 3 bricks or 4 bricks high. I'm not too sure. We're still thinking about that one. We do need to get some doors for this section right here. It's going to look really good. So we're going to build up some and show you how it's looking. So we have a little bit of an issue. We don't have enough clear bricks for the front. We have clear bricks here. We had to use a part swap for like one of those, not a clear brick, it's like one of those shell pieces. From the outside, you wouldn't really notice. But again, right here we're out, so we have to use a bigger window piece. Yeah, and once we make a little piece, we'll have to order a few of those. But to be honest, it's not going to be the biggest deal. We just have to get those pieces. But let's not let that get in our way here, because it's actually looking really good right now. We're going to make the windows each 3 studs high, and we're just going to keep building around here. So we were going to make a triangular roof, but it turns out we don't have enough brown plate to do it. Which we're still going to do it, but for now we're just going to make the triangle shape in which the roof sits on. Remember, we might have to make some modifications when we actually end up getting the plate. But since we don't have the plate, we still want to keep building it. We're just going to make, for now, the triangle in the middle. We're going to use some cheese slopes, the brick that we have. We're going to try to make it look really cool. We'll show you when we're done with the triangle. As we see here, we just finished our little triangle. It's not going to be like a big triangle like the A-frame cabin where the entire thing literally is one. Just going to be a little one that arches up and the plate's going to rise like that. So it's going to look really cool. But now we started working on the little entrance booth here. You have to pay the person the money to come and camp, and they open the gate. We have some ferns out here to really add to the detail. Then we have one of those like slanted window pieces, and then right there's going to be a door. That's an entrance to the tour booth. So we're going to keep working on that and show you when it's done. So we're almost done with what we're going to be doing in today's video. As we see, we're almost done here with this booth. It's just we don't have any of the 1x pieces. And with these brown ones, we're actually going to order like this same color here. So for example, we have this nougat. We're going to order these 1x pieces in the nougat and the dark tan. And to help us, we got this little note here. And we actually went to Epic Universe last weekend. And of course, Yoshi's my favorite character. So Nintendo Land was probably the best land I've ever stepped in. And thank you so much, Brick Mom. She got me these little Yoshi notes. It has a bunch of little Yoshi head notes and big Yoshi notes. And that's what we're going to write this down on. These are actually the bigger ones, and I really like them a lot. They're a good size. So for the campground, we have our pieces written down here. I don't know why it's so blurry. So yeah, we have our pieces written down here of what we're going to need. And we're also just detailing the edge here with a bunch of good form pieces.
An old, kind of rustic campground. So we have an octane gas tank for no reason. An empty gas tank, because probably from now into infinity, they're just going to not make octane gas anymore.
It's sad.
Octane E. But when we grew up, like maybe 2019, 2018.
They were still making octane. It was
octane
cool.
Gas tanks. I like the brown stuff.
And they're actually really easy to make. All I had to do was take a 2x2 circular brick, a 2x2 circular plate in green, and a 2x2 circular plate in red, and then a 2x2 circular tile with a stud on top. And then you can either put a plate up there like what we did with it, or maybe just not even get a plate one, just put a tile, and you can make your own octane gas tank. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we could do a short on it one time because it's kind of a funny build. I don't know.
And then we also have our little thing that goes up and down here. All I did was use snot bracket pieces and then put a tile on it. And then inside we tiled it off using the mix of the dark tan and the nougat. And then for the desk, we made it look like it was weared off with some other tile pieces. And then we have a yellow coffee mug.
So yeah, this is looking like a really rustic camp. It's a great start. In our next video, we're going to be hopefully getting some of those 1x1 pieces.
Yeah, we need
to
those.
fill in some of the space. And then we're probably going to be finishing, of course, this main base.
We still need a plate for that to make that look, and maybe some cheese slopes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's going to be the goal. Next video, finish this, the entrance plate.
Yeah,
for the
looks really
campground. It looks epic right now, and it's going to look even better in the future. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you guys so much for watching this episode on the Brick Twins.